Hello, family. Welcome to another session of Maths Fanatics, where we'll be doing questions from a past paper on statistics, grade 10. Okay, so here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start with 1.2 and we'll do 1.1 after 1.2. Okay, perfect. So the following mathematics test mark of grade 10B class are recorded below. So the first thing that I do when I look at my data is to ensure that it is recorded in ascending order. It must be from smallest to biggest. That is the first check that you're always going to make. Okay, so in this case, we are sorted. It's already arranged from smallest to biggest. Awesome. So now we can answer this question. So the first question, they want us to write down the median mark for this class. Ne? Median mark, basically, it's quartile 2, ne? Or the middle quartile. Ne? Perfect. So quartile 2 basically is at the center of the data, ne? Exactly at the center. So by looking at things here, I'm sure we can all see that this number will be our main center, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then that is 12, right? And then from this side, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my Q2, which is median, will be 64. Do you see? It divides the data into 50%. Ne? 50-50. Perfect. So now this question wants us to find the interquartile range. Okay. So IQR, which is an abbreviation for interquartile range, is given by upper quartile, which is Q3, minus lower quartile, which is Q1. Okay. I'll show you how to do it. Ne? So, ladies and gentlemen, after you find your Q2, it's easy to find Q1 and Q3. Ne? What you're going to do is this. You're going to erase this part. Ne? You cancel your Q2, basically. It's no longer there, okay? So now, the data on the left, ne? Sorry. The data on the left, you're going to get your Q1 there. Sharp. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So which means term number 6 must be our Q1. Ne? So this will be my Q1. You see, it divides the left-hand side into 50-50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So Q1 will be 53. You see it? So this is your Q1. Awesome. And then obviously by the look of things, this will be my Q3. Ne? Q3 divides the right data into half as well. Ne? So that's my Q3, right? So basically Q3 is on 75% of the data. Q2 is on 50%. And then Q1 is on 25%. Okay. And then remember this, guys. When you get two terms in the middle, you add them and divide by how many they are. Let me show you what I mean here. Let's say I had one, just for a example, we're going to go back to our question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I was looking for the median here. There are two values in the center. So you add them and divide by 2. That should be your median. So if you have 2 in the middle, you add them, you divide by 2. Thank you very much. So now we have our Q1 and Q2 and Q3. So we sorted. So Q3 is 74 minus Q1, which is 53, right? Let me get a little bit lazy and use a calculator. So it's 74 minus 53, which becomes 21. Okay, so this should give us 21. Then that should score you your 3 marks. Okay, so we're done with this question. We're done with that question, right? Now they want us to represent our data into a box and whisker. Okay, a box and whisker. To draw a box and whisker, you need a proper scale. Like you must have a way proper scale. Okay, so what you do is you check your mean. So this is my minimum value, the smallest, né? Mean. Then that will be my max, right? Max. I can see that it's 45 to 90, right? I can go up in fives here. It's doable in fives, right? Let's see. So I'll start with 45 here. So 45. Then this one here will be my 50, 55, 60, 65. It's very important to have a proper scale. Né? You must choose a scale and go up in a consistent scale that you choose. So I decided to go up in 5. So I'm going up in 5s, you see? You don't just draw it without a scale. You're not gonna get any marks. Né? Awesome. And then you have 85, and then you have 90, right? Awesome. And then now you can start splitting. So obviously, your mean is here, it's 45. I prefer to use a dot for mean and max. My max is 89, so very closer to 90 is there, right? And then we're going to, actually, let's do this, ladies and gents. Okay, my Q1, my mean, I'm gonna put it here. And then my max, I'm gonna put it somewhere there, né? Sure. And then now let's check. I'm gonna draw my quartiles now. Quartile 1 is 53. So it must be exactly in the middle of these two. So somewhere, something like that. Okay, and then quartile 2 was 64. So just closer to 65. Somewhere there. And then quartile 3 was 74. So very closer to there, to 75. Then you join everything now. You join it exactly the way I'm joining it here. Right. Perfect. And then that should score you the 3 marks for the box and whisker. Awesome. Now let's do 1.2.4. So on 1.2.4, they want us to comment on the distribution of the data. Sometimes they'll say comment on the skewness. Ne? They'll say comment on the skewness of the data with reference to the box and whisker. So this question, it's easy. Ne? You always ask yourself this. Is the distance from here to there? Okay, you measure it, right? And then you do this. You measure the distance from Q2 to max. The one which is longer is your skewness. In this case, I can see that this part here is long, right? If you're not sure, you can minus them. For example, you can say 89 minus 64. Let's see how much it gives us, né? Just to show you. So it's 89 minus 64 gives me 25, right? Now I'll have to do 64 minus the smallest, which is 45. So 64 minus this. So 64 minus 45 gives you 19, you see? So the longer one is there. So after you get which one is longer, you can now easily comment on the skewness. Ne? So you see it's longer to the right. Remember, this is on your right-hand side. So here you're going to say positively skewed. Ne? Positively skewed. Or you can say skewed to the right. Ne? To the right, because it's skewed, because it's longer on your right-hand side. Do you get it? Awesome. And then we're done with